Welcome to Gold is Where You Find It, and today I'm at the Tesnatee River at the lease of the Weekend Gold Miners Prospecting Club in Cleveland, Georgia. And it's going to be a little bit of a challenging time to prospect this because people have been out here in the club dredging for 40 years. So I don't think they got it all, but it's going to be a little bit harder to find, so we're going to have to do a lot of test pans. And if we find a good spot, I'll run some material through the sluice box until it's time for bed. So like that smash button and let's get to it. Okay, we got camp all set up over there. And then right over here is where I'm going to be working. We got this tree that's ripped up here, so I don't know. I mean, I think this came from pretty far upstream. I don't think it came from right here, but it still might be creating a little low pressure area in a flood stage. But over here is where I got my box set up. I don't know if we're going to find any good material to run or not, but I took a test pan just from right there, right by where I got the box set up. So not high hopes for that, right by the bank where people like to dredge. And here's my first test pan right there. And you can see there's a piece of gold. Not much else though. I'm only seeing one piece of gold. Right over here is a pretty slow moving area. And so there's definitely a lot of silt sitting right here, but I'm just wondering if I dig down a little bit, is there any bigger gravel down there or not? So let's find out. It's looking pretty silty so far. Let's see. Let's see what comes up here. Okay. Pretty silty. You throw that to the side and keep going down. I think this is going to be all sand. Or at least a few more feet. See if we can get the shovel up out of here. Woo! Let's go ahead and pan this out just for the heck of it. My hopes aren't very high, but gold is where you find it. Sometimes it's in that loose sand. I don't see much black sand. A little bit, but barely. Let's see if there's any gold. And once again, no gold. Let's see if there's any compacted gravel. Sandy. Not looking good. Let's see, there's some ironstone in there, but I think maybe one microspeck. Nope, not even one microspeck. Okay, so what everybody that dredges out here says is that you've got to dig down deep. And if you don't dig down deep, you're not going to get much gold. So that's why everybody out here dredges. But I'm just not satisfied with that answer. So I'm going to keep testing around here. I mean, I'm camping here regardless.
There's a piece of flour right there. And there's a piece of flour right there. Maybe two of them. And that's about it.
And the very next test pan has a piece of gold in it. At least one that I can see with the naked eye. There's a piece of gold. Hey, there may be a couple more up at the top, looks like, but only that one I could really see with the naked eye. Now, as they say, where there's one color, there's probably more. So we're camping right here. So we're just going to dig right here. And what we get at the end of the day, it'll be interesting to see. You never know. We're in a gold-bearing area, so we're going to get some gold regardless. And there's nuggets here, so if we just keep going down, you never know what'll happen. All right, so we're having trouble finding test pans with more than one or two colors in it. So I'm just gonna jam some material through this thing and see what happens. All right, I'm not seeing any gold in the box yet, but with 1 or 2 colors per test pan, it's gonna take a long time to put some color in here unless we get lucky. So let's keep going. So with the amount of flow I got right now, that's not gonna be quite enough to shovel straight in the box without using a classifier. And I could take some time and make it better, but I mean, it's working fine like it is. So, is that a piece of lead shot in there? Yeah, sure enough, there's some lead shot, but I don't see any gold quite yet. So, let's, oh, there might be 1 micro right there. Let's see, is that gold? Right there. Yeah, look, there's 1 tiny piece of gold right there stuck to the mat. Now this is gonna be one of those do as I say, not as I do kind of things. I've done test pans and I've only found 1 or 2 colors per pan. So normally that would mean keep looking, try to find a different spot. But I'm right by my campsite. I don't know if I'm gonna get gold or not, but I'm just hanging out in the woods having a good time. So I'm gonna keep feeding the box, and at the end, we'll see if there's gold or not. We'll find out what happens when you don't do your prospecting. All right, so if I would have built my dam up just a little bit better, I could pretty much scoop straight into the box like this, no problem. But I feel like I don't quite have enough flow for that. I don't know, the medium-sized rocks are rolling off. I just gotta make sure I don't put boulders on there. If I get bigger ones like that, kind of move them to the side, pull the big ones out. It's gonna kick some of the gold out of these upper riffles because it's creating eddies where the bigger rocks are. But hopefully the riffles down there will catch it. And hopefully we can run more material this way. I'm about ready for some lunch, but I just want to show you guys my hole over here. The water's pretty clear. It clears up pretty well after just a second. So the fish are going to love this hole right here. By the time I go home for the day, the fish are all going to be down in that hole chilling. They love having like a little break from the current, so they always use gold miners' holes. Wow, so I'm not alone anymore, and the guy that just came out here from the club, he found this piece out here, so it is here. That was probably way down on bedrock though, but man, that's a nice picker.
It's right up on top.
Woo, that was on top?
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we'll get lucky then. Look at that, that's nice. Oh, it made the sound too.
Around the big rock.
Around the big rock.
Actually, I was digging around one of the tree stumps, but it got washed around.
Well, we'll see how far I get, but I don't know.
All those.
You never know, and I frequently get fooled by yellow rocks or mica or who knows what it is, but I see something up there and it looks like gold. Oh, that's unmistakable. That's unmistakable. There's a piece of gold in the box. Wow, look at that. We definitely got a nice little flake in there. Yeah, definitely. I can see it from here. Oh, it's nice. It is nice. Nice little piece of gold. We're finally getting down deep and we're getting visible gold in the box. And we are at a honey farm, but these bees, they really like these minerals. I mean, they're everywhere flying around here. Let's see. I mean, we are at a honey farm, but these bees, they must like the minerals or something. I'm gonna have to ask Wes and Tom from the Hit Bee Explorer about that. Hey guys, do they like eat the minerals that are on the ground, or what are they doing? And if you guys don't know who Wes and Tom are, then you've been living under a rock, because Wes and Tom, they have a channel called the Hit Bee Explorer, and they're beekeepers and gold prospectors, and they like to camp, and they're always cooking up something good. So you should go on over there and check out the Hit Bee Explorer, card at the top. All right, so I'm gonna take my bucket here, sink it down in the hole between my legs, like that, and then straight into the bucket. Now it's heavy enough to where it kind of holds itself in place. Woo, that's heavy. Is there any color in there? Any color at all? I mean, I don't think so. We might not be on the gold. We are not on the gold. My goodness. Well, it's still early in the day, but that test pan has me a little bit worried. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a cleanup and kind of see where we're at for our midday cleanup. And if we're not getting any gold, then we're gonna have to totally rethink this. So let's find out. Let's see how it pans out. Ooh. Ooh. This right here might be the Careless Whispers rock of the day, maybe? I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. There could be some gemstones in these concentrates here, but these concentrates right here are going to Joseph Knowlton. That's going to be in his pay dirt right there. So whatever gold I got today is going to Joseph Knowlton. I know it's not very much, so I'm going to add some gold to it and package it up and send it on to him, along with that crazy looking stone, whatever that is. Oh, I just saw some almost go over the edge, so let's take a look. Woo, for the amount of material that I ran, this is pretty low grade, but there's a couple nice pieces in there. But the amount of gold that we got overall, I mean, it's pretty low grade for sure. But there's a couple nice ones. Give you a little size reference on the nice looking pieces there. Nothing crazy. That's my index finger. Look at all those little tadpoles down there. But they spook easy. Whoa. Whoa. What did I say earlier? Do as I say, not as I do. And what I did today is I didn't really spend the time to prospect. I just dug in a place where probably dozens and dozens and dozens of people have already dug in that same spot. All right, now that I'm actually prospecting, I got the best test pan that I've had so far. So let me show you what I did. So here you've got blonde sand, then you've got a bunch of sticks, then you got pebbles, And then you got big rocks. So I just dug right in the middle where those big rocks are, and
we got a fairly chunky little piece of gold. So, all right, let's do another pan.
all right, let's see if there's any gold in this one. And nothing yet. And I'm thinking, hey, there's a micro in there. All right. Actually, completely skunked. Completely skunked. Zero color. If you haven't seen my Yahula Creek live streams, I'm going to leave a card at the top for one of them. But just go over to my channel and hit the live button. And then there's tons of live streams. So I do that frequently. I live stream from Yahula Creek Park. It's a public park. So people are welcome to come and get gold with me. And whatever gold I find in the park during my live streams, I'm going to donate it at the end of the year to the Dahlonega Gold Museum in Dahlonega, Georgia. So appreciate if you would go check that on out. But I appreciate everybody watching. And my merch store, goldiswhereyoufind.com. Please check that out. You won't find this hat. You got to go to the Chrisan Gold Mine in Dahlonega to get that. But I didn't wear my hat today. But there's lots of hats and shirts at goldiswhereyoufind.com. So check those out. And also smash the join button to become a member, because we do members only content. We do members only live streams. And if you want to support me, that's the best way to do it, is smash the join button to become a member, or my Patreon as well. If you want to support me on both platforms, that's even better. So patreon.com/rookie gold prospector is my Patreon. So I'm going to leave a link to that in the pinned comment. But once again, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you really soon.